hardest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Season. He'll bring it out. It's Watson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Direct snap. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball.
Goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, he does a really good job at that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Breaks it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. To throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's turning it loose into the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
No panic and hesitation by the defense on that play. First off, nice job getting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out to his left, and even a better job in the back end covering after that scramble play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he makes the catch. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
To the air, it's Jennings. Got the back over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Horned Frogs have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires and picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Picks up the first down, still moving. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. This time on target. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Baker. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Makes the grab.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last two drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on third down, that's what's going to happen.
Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Pressure coming. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down. First play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
They'll leave it with him. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Going to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out as the same and to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive. That's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Auburn! A great catch and run for 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. You've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air. It's Jennings. Going up top. He's got it along the sideline. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one, make that first impression.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Under fire. They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, TCU!
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing.
Oh, they blocked it. Picks it up. That's a live ball. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Running into the open space. Turning it on. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. He's over 150 yards rushing, channeling his Lionel Little Train James, James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Brent Fullwood, a great legacy of Auburn running backs.
And let's go to the age where people like me actually remember and were alive. Ronnie Brown, Cadillac Williams. I mean, the list goes on and on of just guys who have been unbelievable in that orange and blue.
They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 4 over the Judicials. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Quickly complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Yeah, the defense is going to have their hands full. They're going to have to find a way to get this tight end doubled because in man coverage, he's just too much. Nobody right now is able to run with him. Big play there on the corner route. I think they're going to have to start giving him safety help.
To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass. incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And wings it incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Thompson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Jennings. Bringing the heat. He's going to let it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. A touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get...
There he goes. Got the 1st down and more. powers through. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
A 1st down run on the doorstep, and he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks so much harder. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Toss to the outside. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up to the stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game, so if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle at Simmons. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Into the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Snagged in the middle, it's Ncca. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The RPO, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 35. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Hey. Come on, set.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it behind the line. It's Hardy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They go to the wide receiver screen. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's caught downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They just keep firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a running room. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Add them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the option. Now the toss. Quick spin on the run. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game. And you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive areas.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but That's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 8 over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Jennings. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Payne. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's incomplete. A fourth down stop, and the turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Wants to adjust the pattern. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Grab behind the line. It's Ncca. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Horned Frogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you're trying to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Quarterback making adjustments. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Off play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's a big stride inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the